The beauty of Callao, the beauty of Callao and landscape in Callao, the beauty, the beauty of nature and landscape in Callao. Every nation possesses a distinct identity, most clearly revealed in its culture, how people live and how they relate to themselves, to nature, and to society. According to historian Hà Văn Tấn, culture, 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 cultures is the system of human interaction with nature and society in the process of survival and development. Within this identity lie elements unique to each nation, alongside traits shared with others. The study of Vietnam's cultural identity is not primarily about contracting with each other's culture and a task that demands immense knowledge, but about discerning the cultural portrait of the Vietnamese people and the defining trait that shape their identity. Vietnam's cultural identity is shaped by many elements, among among which artistic taste and the sense of beauty play an essential role. Traditional folk creation, particularly Khayal, offer valuable insight into the aesthetic sensibility of the Vietnamese people. Exploring the concept of beauty in Khayal offer a way to understand the Vietnamese character and, more broadly, the nation cultural identity. In Khayal, we often find many verses containing the word đẹp, beautiful, rich and warm in nature's unique grace. Our land's beauty deepens with every gaze. Gia Lâm holds the land of Cổ Bi. Its beauty stands recorded for eternity. Legend tells this land was king's domain. Its splendid scenes renowned 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 renowned. Its splendid scene renowned both far and near. Not less joyful than the Thầy Pagoda festival, not less fair than West Lake of the Doi religion. Giao Tử rich in sandbars and shore, its beautiful girls win hearts from far and wide. Who know girls are fans of beauty, are famous for beauty. Đánh giá favorite Nguyễn Sơn for skill minds. You were girls fair as hazelnut blooms, gentle youth with heart intent, choose to follow on. Pretty bamboo by the shine, a pretty girl along still shine. Cinnamon first, then orchid fair, pretty and graceful with wit to spare. Meet you once, so sweet your smile, pretty your eyes and your rosy cheeks red and fresh and bright. It can be said that the concept of beauty is a major source of inspiration in Vietnamese lyrical folk poetry. The arduous, toilsome lives of labor did not stimulate the aesthetic sensibility of rural people, nor did it diminished their emotional response to the beauty of the landscape and the individual it encountered in daily life. At times, such beauty burst forth in joyful exclamation. Oh, your swing is so lovely, it's true. If you go back, please take me too. More often, however, they are expressed through a tender, affectionate gaze at the surrounding scenery. My village has bamboo roads, the Tolic River softly flows. As a clan, what a lovely scenery. Could this be Baobong before me? In the context of a backward agricultural society, threatened by nature disaster, where labor barely ensures subsistence and hunger loomed unpredictably, reserving such an optimistic outlook and unburdened emotion is truly remarkable. Might this be considered a trait of the Vietnamese character? Perhaps this love of beauty is one of the roots of the Vietnamese admiration for literature, especially poetry. Nguyễn Kim described it as an incurable disease of loving poetry. Ngô Thị Sĩ called it a poetry addiction, and Ngô Thị Nhậm alluded to it when, in conversation with Phan Huy Ích, he spoke of Vietnam as a land of poetry. Might this love of beauty at times have given rise to the literary streak in the Vietnamese character as Đào Duy Anh observed? In Callao, feelings about beauty arise first and foremost from depiction of nature and landscape. Many verses pair the word beautiful with scenery. Bóng phu fair upon your mountain, a soldier wise gaze fixes toward the fair horizon. What roving trôi lai thượng tứ, what seen as fair as hương and ngữ. Here, scenery may refer to natural landscapes such as Vọng Phu Nhồi Mountain or the Hương River and Ngự Mountain, but it may also denote Stripesfield Village riverbank or ferries, place where nature and human life are intimately bound together. Thanh Trì, P.S.E folks, P.S.E, a bamboo flute by the green rice field. Đại Hoàng, where landscapes are steeped in sentiment, rich in good, vast in land with maiden fair and men of talent. Scenery in Callao appears most commonly in four contexts. First is in the opening line. The Giang River runs clear and cool, Quảng Bình sandy hearts, gentle to walk through, hand outstretched to snap and spring up to be. That hurts on this side and the other may bite. The moon tops the mountain, hazy light. Do you love me true or only in flame? The toll runs clear and cool in flow. I draw my boat to yours close by. I steal the oar, a heart to shore, as deep the river runs, so deep my care. The moon till low in the midnight sky so clear. I long to latch my love, but my parent heart I fear. The third context is in verses that introduce one homeland or region. If you pass by Đông Anh town, stop at Cổ Loa Kim Thục, old stronghold. I wander through the cloud-brushed day, Lô Đà Tam Đảo often their gaze this way. The fourth is when scenery becomes the object of aesthetic appreciation. The wind glides soft through the pine-clad heights, Asian bouquet, the moon rivers, the moon's silver light, the mountain stream run crystal and clear, where the fieldless mirror is phantom ever share. Pass by Khoa Trường, winding street, rest where the wood and mountain meet. A silver river winds the plain, while footpath home with life again. It is clear that in this fourth case, nature and scenery appear not as mere reparent allusion or gentle forms, but as subjects of her contemplation. This is especially significant for it shows that traditional Kayao not only convey the sentiment, and life experiences of rural people, but also reflect their life, their aesthetic emotion, and their love for the beauty of nature and the surrounding world. The fundamental characteristic, of aesthetic emotion is carefreeness. When con- when confronted with a scene, one may feel many things, but only when the response is free from practical concern of meaning or utility and focuses solely on form, color, and movement can it be considered aesthetic. In Kayao, we frequently encounter such responses. Each just I stand beneath the tree to watch the birds and clouds cross sky. I gaze out far to sky so wide, where hills and water side by side, blues above and blue below. On hills wind flow, on reef waves go. It should also be noticed that, as mentioned earlier, the objects that evoke aesthetic feeling in the Kayao are not only natural, natural, natural landscape, but often human-made, seen deeply bound to daily life. A sea of bright red, fire, and green, tall, tall tower ride the moon dance on the eucalyptus green, a scene unchained to a scene, a timeless paint, a timeless, painting healed with homeless spirit. Country in lovely alive with grace, where the bamboo flute hung by the river rice bay. It is only natural, rural life that deeply bound to nature, and thus the beauty of nature was is is inseparable, inseparable was inseparable from human activity. The beauty of landscape might lie in the pure charm of mountains, rivers, or streams, but more often it was found in rice field, riverbank, or lively roads filled with passerby. In the consciousness of peasant, aesthetic emotion were not always independent, but often intermingled with other feelings, especially those concerning usefulness. This is clearly reflected in Kayao verses, where the word beautiful appear in connection with scenery. The winding, the winding path to be the winding path to Dongvik flow, green field and village, a painting that close, slowly. Here's the beauty of the homeland is high to the lush green rice field, promising a plentiful harvest and evoking feelings of prosperity and usefulness. The the blending of aesthetic emotion with a sense of utility is especially evident in verses about village rivers. On the one hand, rural people deeply cherish the beauty of rivers with their gracefully winding form. My village stands by bamboo ring, the tolic bends round the quiet sea. Oh girl with a ring sat round your side, come to Vạn Phúc, come if you would like. Vạn Phúc has old bow trees by the bank, a winding river, and silk walk without end. In Vietnamese aesthetic taste, the motive of the gentle curl left a particularly deep impression. The road to Nghệ curls soft and slow, green hills and blue waters, like a painted scroll. The tall river curves in one soft line. There's a heroine of valor came to life. The red river bends in race, beauties and boss fame every place. On the other hand, the beauty of a river derived not only from its form but also from its practical value as a place for cool bathing. Cool bathing. Oh, how right your feel like a river for bathing where corn roll high. Bưởi tiếp its manner neat and fair, a bathing river, bamboo craft to spare. Oh girl in your green sash so fine, will you come to in me and be mine? In me bamboo roll in me bamboo rolls in rows, a cool stream bathed and the maize grow. Rural folk take rise in Rural folk take pride in their river, cherishing both their graceful curves and their refreshing waters, just as they raise and village girls, not only for her beauty but also for her virtue. I see you fair in word and fair in smile, fair in your form, fair in your virtue. Bright are your teeth with a golden sheen. The fairest girl from the gold town, she served her folk with heart and soul. Such is the aesthetic thought of traditional Vietnamese folk culture. Beauty exists not only in form, but also bound to goodness and utility. A river that flows gracefully is beautiful. A river good for bathing is also beautiful. Both are braces as beautiful. A person with fair skin is beautiful. A virtuous person is also beautiful. Both are called beautiful. Beauty, beauty here embraces both the specific as internal with quality and holistic as a synthetic of our form and inner virtue. And inner virtue. This notion of beauty is widely found in traditional Callao and more broadly in folk culture as a whole. The image of nature and rural scenery are the sort of aesthetic emotion in Callao, examining the recursion of such scenery and its power to stir emotion. We find some notable patterns. The beauty of mountains and rivers. In Callao, the word water, mountains, river, and mountain appear with high frequency. This is understandable since Vietnam's terrain is complex, rich with, rich with river and mountain features closely bound to everyday life. It is therefore unsurprising that they abound in folk poetry. What is specifically notable is that mountain and river often appear together, creating a unified image that evokes aesthetic harmony. The Tuần runs shallow, close to hand. The hàm rồng lung phên, a mystic stand. How fair the deep and lofty shore, both smooth in rows like stars at mid-moon cloud. What rocks bring joy like thượng tứ, what scene as fair as hương and ngưỡng. There are many Callao verses in which mountain and river appear together, creating a unified image of nature's beauty. Who heap up trees so tall and grand, who carve the same deep with mighty hands. You dare to stop and see the Tam Đảo Mountains, the Tam Kỳ stream. It seems that in folk sensibility, mountains are deemed beautiful only when accompanied by water, and waters are considered beauty only when paired with mountain. Together, it constitutes the harmony duo, mountain and river, mountain and water, serving as a sort of romantic inspiration and uprise in upright in one homeland. Under the right moon, I stroll in light heart race, wandering through mountain and water, a German handle lace. Look up on mountain, look upon our village view, with mountain and water, vast and charming too. From this pairing of Shanghui arouse the Nuke Nong symbol, a familiar emblem in Callao. Who raised that mountain up so high? Who dug that river deep and wide? The water and mountain are heavenly side. Who can that? Who can divide the water or move the mountain aside? Blue water and green mountain have become a symbol, a symbol, a symbol of scenic beauty, a sort of pride in the unique charm of each homeland. The road to Nghệ curves soft and slow, green hills and blue waters like a painted roll.